The search warrants that were sought for Snapchat asked for data for all the housemates between June 23 and August 1st. Why those dates? They were murdered on November 13th. Why June 23 and August 1st? That's curious. They wanted all communications, locations data, user content, communications between other accounts and third parties, and if any accounts had been suspended. That's curious as well. From TikTok, the authorities had warrants that looked at Brian Kohberger's account from June 1st straight on. No end date. June 1st onward. They wanted, quote, everything. They wanted all content, location data, anything he deleted, the people he followed and unfollowed, the people he blocked, his privacy settings, and his search history. And for his fitness tracking, they wanted the biometrics and the geolocation for Brian Kohberger. Most of the details, though, anything more than that, sorry, folks, got to wait for more hearings. You got to wait for a trial. And at that, we now know at least October 2 is the target. Whether that will be continued, I highly suspect it. Don't know. But this is the perfect time to bring in Alex Capriello, NewsNation's national correspondent. He's been working on this. So, Alex, what was it that stood out to you? That's a lot of reading. I understand when they drop 6 big documents like that. But what did you see in that?
Yeah, I think you hit it head on right there with this word about intimate, this information, these statements that they are wanting to keep redacted and sealed. Really, this speaks to the type of information that they are specifically looking for, highly sensitive in nature. When we think about these communication companies like Snapchat, Reddit, TikTok, these are things that teenagers want to keep private. Who's talking to who? Who's following who? Who are you corresponding with? But ultimately, when it is being turned over to law enforcement and to the state, when they're trying to build their case, all this information is going to be spilling out, not to us, at least at this point, but eventually law enforcement's going to be combing through it, digging through all of these details, these highly sensitive conversations, perhaps, and trying to build the best case possible.
So, Alex, I sort of really hung on the Snapchat dates because I thought that the dates were weird. I tried to think of everything I could have, but the authorities wanted Snapchat data from the victims and the housemates between June 23rd and August 1st. Why not all of August, all of September?
Yeah.
All of October up to November 13th. It is just very, very specific, that window. Any hints there?
Yeah, I think you were right to key in on that, Ashleigh. And I think for a specific reason, they are looking at June 23rd to August 1st because they already know something that's not immediately clear to us, but based on maybe past interviews law enforcement have done or past search warrants, they found that date in specific, June 23rd on Snapchat through August 1st, something happened that they want more information about. Maybe it was a new connection on Snapchat, a new friend request, or maybe back and forth, messaging. And so I think you're right there. June 23rd is very specific, right? Not June 1st, not June 30th, June 23rd. Something beginning then happened, and that's what law enforcement is very specifically digging into.
And the end date of August 1st just has my spidey senses freaking out. Okay, then the other question I had for you is that the state actually made requests that they get more time in every one of these search warrants. They wanted it extended from the standard 14 days. Was there anything about that made sense to you, or that, par for the course, a lot of data, or did you see something else?
Right, yeah, I was speaking to my law enforcement sources about this, and basically what I learned is that when a search warrant is executed for one of these mega communication companies, it's not the only one that they get, right? Thousands of these search warrants and subpoenas come in through their doors each and every year, and so it takes a lot of time. One, because they have so many others that they have to deal with, but two, there's just a lot of information that they have to find and hand off. 14 days just may not be enough time, especially when you're considering multiple data points from multiple people, right? In the case, we have 4 victims and their 2 roommates plus an accused murderer. So that's a lot of information that they need to gather. And the state, the prosecution, can only use what's been handed over, right? So if in 14 days, law enforcement only gets about half of what they were looking for, it's enough reason for them to request that extension, give these communication companies more time to give them the information they need to build the best case.
Yeah, I'm spacing on the number of terabytes, but it's something like 52 or 56 or something like that. It's basically Everest in data. So we can forgive anybody who needs a few extra days, I guess. Alex Capriello, thank you. Long week for you. Really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.